Wholesale real estate is having some massive changes. There is currently a war going on in the wholesaling real estate industry of, is everything dead? Is the world going away for wholesaling? Is wholesaling real estate dead? Is the world gone? What's going on? And I feel like I have to air this all out to everybody speaking about what in the world is going on in wholesaling real estate in 2024. If you go on any message board, you see a literal war going on. And this isn't like this isn't like an 80-20 war. This is a 50-50 war I'm seeing in wholesaling real estate. And this war is half of one side says wholesaling real estate is banned, it's illegal, you can't do it. And then we have the other side, whose side am I? I don't know, that say, well, I read the law and I'm just gonna wholesale and I have plenty of attorneys who are just still gonna sign my check. And we're living in this world of abundance and scarcity, and abundance and scarcity. And we have this divide in wholesaling, this war of people that think wholesaling is dead, it's illegal, it's bad. And we have the other half of people that says, no, I'm gonna listen to the law and I think wholesaling's fine. And if I have attorneys who say it's good, I'm gonna do it. And the crazy thing is we have this war of people who are not attorneys saying wholesaling's legal. And then another side of people who just go with real estate attorneys and they say it's legal and then you're good to go. It's a crazy war to me. And we are seeing this happen on a daily basis. And it's crazy to me. And I'll give you one story before I get into this. I was told from hundreds of people that the state of South Carolina wholesaling real estate is illegal, banned, lip tight, shut, done forever, right? And this was a month ago. I said, let me read the law. I read the law. I said, they literally at the last minute protected assignments with a last minute clause that nobody talked about except for me. I said, you know what? Let me prove them wrong. And I decided to do multiple assignments in South Carolina this month, all signed from a real estate attorney, all set to go. And then guess what? I had 50 other wholesalers in South Carolina who are on one side of the war, apparently, send me their HUDs and say, Zach, I closed too. It's all fine. What you said was true. And I said, well, technically, if wholesaling was illegal, no attorney would allow this. And we all be going to prison. And I've posted I've posted the checks and all these things. And I'm just clearly showing that, like, you can say everything's illegal and bad, but like if I have attorneys who are signing it and everything's all good, it's crazy to me. And I woke up this morning to a bunch of texts from people saying, wholesaling's legal. I said, where? And they said, Pennsylvania. I said, 3 weeks ago, I made a video about that law, about how stupid it was and how you're good to go. Assignments are still fine in Philadelphia and in Pennsylvania. I said, they're like, you made the video 3 weeks ago? I said, yeah, I made a video 3 weeks ago about this. Nobody cared. You know why? Because I said wholesaling's fine. And everyone's like, oh, man. And somebody says wholesaling's not fine. And so we have a little war going on in 2024. And that's one thing of what's going on, right? I want to take a whole look at wholesaling real estate in 2024. I made some very, very bold predictions in 2023, last year, about where wholesaling real estate was heading. And most of my predictions were completely right. There are 4 main points I want to tell everybody today. This can be my state of the union for wholesaling, but really what it is the state of wholesaling real estate industry. You're being fed that wholesaling real estate is doomed, it's bad, it's terrible. Here's the funniest thing, we talk to Rick Ginn all the time, and ever since Rick Ginn started wholesaling real estate in 2004, he was told that next year wholesaling is illegal. 2005, it's illegal. 2006, it's going to be illegal. 2007, and for 20 years, people told Rick Ginn that wholesaling is going to be illegal every year. And so it's a classic guru tactic for the past 2 decades that's been perpetuated with him. And now I'm getting told by everyone that wholesaling's illegal. I'm like, how's wholesaling illegal if every attorney's okay with it, that the law clearly states you can assign? It's crazy to me. And so I'm telling everybody, what is the current state of wholesaling real estate in 2024? We're talking about the war on wholesaling, first and foremost, okay? I'm getting sick of this because I keep being proven right, all right? So all these states that everybody says wholesaling real estate's illegal in, I've had to deal with this since 2020. I get to this day, people tell me Oklahoma's illegal. And I'm like, well, I signed another deal in Oklahoma the other day. I'm not licensed. So we have active title companies and attorneys in all the states that everyone says wholesaling real estate's illegal, and I'm actively doing deals in pretty much all of them. The only one I don't do deals in is Illinois, because I just don't like Illinois. And honestly, the law, I know a lot of wholesalers doing deals in Illinois without a license. Illinois is not something I mess with too much because it's not my favorite place. I love Detroit way more. But what I'll tell you is, outside of Illinois, I have title company and closing attorneys in every other state that's good to go. It's simple. And so everyone that tells me wholesaling is illegal, like we're closing deals in most of those states. And then if it's a state I'm not doing deals that someone's illegal, like it's good to go. It's crazy to me. We have states that are I cannot say this word, legitimizing wholesaling real estate. Like Oregon made a law that makes wholesaling legit. It says wholesaling real estate is actually great. And if you are going to do it, you should get a license, this type of wholesaling license. But if you're going to double close, you don't need it, right? It's crazy. But I'll tell everybody, I have active title companies and closing. Like you see me posting these checks in all these states that I was told that, oh, you can't wholesale here. And I do it. I prove everyone wrong on the other side. And then they're like, hey, I'm going to shut up. If anyone who says wholesaling's illegal, most of y'all have my phone numbers. Reach out to me. I'm always available. Now, again, I'm not a lawyer, okay? So this is going to be a good sound bit. Okay, everyone's going to take the sound bit out. But, I'm a little bit of an idiot when it comes to wholesaling real estate law, all right? I'll be honest with you, okay? Now, before we take that sound bit out and say, oh, he's proven okay. When I read a law, I read the law. I read it word for word, right? I'm not an attorney. I don't have Esquire by my name and none of these things. So what I do is I read the law, I make an interpretation in my mind, and then I go to a real estate attorney and I get their opinion, and then I get multiple real estate attorneys' opinions, and then I make my decision. I just don't read a law and say, okay, I know everything. I go to multiple attorneys and I see what they say too. Ones that are way older than me, okay, that read it too. And guess what? Every attorney that I ever talk to always says, it depends, right? That's one thing if you have a lot of attorneys, they're going to say. But I'm not a lawyer. But I have lawyers who okay my real estate transactions. And I've always said this. Go to a real estate attorney, have them okay your real estate transactions. And so I'm not telling you to blatantly just wholesale randomly, right? If you live in the state of Pennsylvania, South Carolina, ask them, hey, will you do assignments? You find one that says yes. Then you say, okay. Can I do this, this, and this, and this? And they say, yeah, sure, you're good to go, right? And then have them help you out. And then they tell you what you can do or can't do. Right? Guys, I like subject twos to this day. I do a ton of subject twos. I love subject twos. I'm going to have my real estate attorney look them over and make sure everything's A-okay. Because I still don't claim to be a real estate attorney. I never will be. But the cool part is anybody can have a lawyer for free, okay all their deals. That's it. And so when somebody tells me wholesaling is illegal and everyone cries about it, I say, okay, well, I have this attorney who says he's okay with it and it's legal and I'm going to do deals because he said I can. And then I make a lot of money. Crazy, right? Oh, crazy. And so we have a war going on that says that not even one person is going to do a wholesaling deal ever again in the state. And then I do a bunch of deals, and then I have a bunch of people that follow me do deals. It's like, well, you just got proven wrong. Who's taking the L here? And so I'm not a lawyer, and I've never claimed to be an expert on law, but all these states that say wholesaling is illegal, every lawyer there says I can do it pretty much. And I have lawyers in Florida that tell me you can't wholesale in Florida. And so I find an attorney that says I can. Then you're good to go. So we have all these laws, right? Primarily the ones that people go say is illegal is Nebraska, Oregon, Oklahoma, Virginia, South Carolina, Indiana, etc., right? All these states, I want everyone to understand, are all legal to do assignments of kind. Now, some states, intention is a part of the factor. If your intention is to double close and then you end up wholesaling it, who knows? Some people say intention is a pattern of business. I've been told that by some guy in my Discord said that today. I was like, what do you mean? And I've never found one legal scholar to ever tell me that. I've taken a lot of business law. Do I have it in the room? Read a lot of business law books, talked to a lot of lawyers. They said that's not true. And at the end of the day, if some real estate commission guy or gal wants to go to you and say, you have an intention of wholesaling, and say, how do you know I've ever wholesaled the deal? I legit want anybody to ask yourself, if somebody wants to ask if I've ever wholesaled the deal, the only way you know I wholesale deals is if I tell you. No real estate commission guy or gal can ever find out you've wholesaled the transaction just on face value, unless they do a criminal subpoena on you. And so The only way you're going to find somebody's HUD without any way you're going to find any of my HUDs without my permission is through a warrant. And a criminal warrant, a search warrant. A judge has to sign off a search warrant. And warrants can only happen if there's evidence of a crime. Crime, fine. Crime, fine. Crime, fine. Is speeding a crime? It's a civil penalty. And so there's a lot of things here, right? So if you speed, does that mean that you can get a search warrant to go search your car for speeding? No, right? And so like I always get that asked a lot. Like, oh, they could find where you have a pattern of wholesaling. I'm like, how do you know? If I was on YouTube, how would you know I wholesale at all? You can never know, right? It's a pretty much a hidden transaction. It's not publicly marketed. And so I get that all the time. But like I tell everyone, if you've bought a house before, you have a pattern of buying houses. That means you can wholesale all day, every day. If you just double close one deal, you have a pattern of buying houses. And so I get all this at a time. But like, even with these intent laws that I tell everyone on freewholesaling.com how to like get around, not really like go around. It's pretty easy. It's kind of funny. And so we also have this thing in the Constitution. And I'm frankly sick of talking about wholesaling laws. So this might be my last video I do for years on wholesaling laws and things like this, because like I'm sick of talking about this because I keep getting proven right time and time again. Like I told, like the last time someone challenged me on wholesaling being illegal, I said, screw it. I'm just going to start doing deals here. And I start posting checks on social media. And like, what else can I do? Right? I don't know what else I can do to prove everyone wrong. But in the United States Constitution, we have something called the contract clause. And I'm not getting into a full thing on this, but you can read it. It's Article 1, Section 10, Clause 1 of the Constitution. To this day, I'm the only wholesaler in the history of wholesaling real estate to bring this up. Why am I the only person to bring this up? Because this is secret information nobody wants to tell you. When I saw these wholesaling bans 3-4 years ago, I said, you know what? Let me read the Constitution and see what it says about private contracts and contract law and common law in the United States of America. I literally read it. I came to Article 1, Section 10, Clause 1. It basically, I'm going to give a synopsis, but actually, let me go pop it up and I'll read it for you. Okay, I'll give everyone the quote of the contract clause in the Constitution. And I read every single case law, every single type of thing. It basically says let's go here. Okay, Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution. No state shall enter into a treaty, alliance, confederation, grant marquees, blah, 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 blah. Make things but gold and silver coin tender, pass any bill, ex post facto law or law impairing the obligation of contracts or grant title of nobility. That means that this is pretty much clearly stated from the founding fathers that no state shall create any laws impairing the obligation of contracts or private contracts in the United States of America. That's pretty gangster. That's pretty gangster that the founding fathers knew the gurus were going to try this and the realtors were going to try this. That's pretty gangster, right? So that's called the contract clause of the Constitution. Now, those protections have been withered away a little bit. I will tell you this. For example, the obligation of contracts for the public good, quote. So this is for eminent domain. And for mortgages during the Great Depression, they changed the obligation of contracts there. But for private contracts from every single case law, no state can basically stop people from writing private contracts. This is in the contract clause in the Constitution. So I told everybody, and we're gonna stop talking about laws soon. So don't like roll your eyes. I know everyone's like sick of this talk, but I want to say this one last time. I said, wow, the Constitution protects wholesaling real estate. Whoa, right? And then nobody cares. Like nobody talks about it. They make it a secret. They don't want anyone to know this, right? This is secret information. Let's pop this up right here. Okay. So this basically means if somebody makes a law against wholesaling, they ban the assignment of contract. All you have to do is try to wholesale there. Real Estate Commission says you can't do this. I go to the Supreme Court or I just appeal it up federally because I say the state government is infringing my federal rights. And it goes to the Supreme Court, which has a 6-3 supermajority of conservative justices. I'm not getting political here, but the 6 conservative justices are all fundamentalists to the Constitution. Literally, I watched every single hearing of the 6 conservative justices, and they said, we always will give the highest priority to the cases of what the Constitution writes and what was meant in there. And it's black and white that a state cannot change laws impairing private contracts. And so I know it's going to be a 6-3 decision. They try to ban wholesaling. And so I said, you know what? Okay, perfect. Guess what? Let's have one person be attacked for wholesaling. Say, you are breaking the law for wholesaling. And then boom, I'll give the guy 20 grand. We bring it up to the Supreme Court. Who cares, right? I love wholesaling. It's my charity for the business, right? And I say, okay. Wholesaling's illegal everywhere. Guys, give me one guy who got attacked for wholesaling. Not one. It's been 5 years wholesaling's been banned anywhere, apparently. People are just wholesaling there, no problem. There's no enforcement because you can't enforce a law that's illegal. Huh. And then I said, and then those people, I was like, wait, but I thought it was illegal here. They're like, well, it was a really weirdly worded law. And basically, there's been no court case or common law defining anything. So the title companies and lawyers will say, well, it's so vague, we're just going to go through it. And they say no, we say no. That's weird. And then it's been almost 5 years later. Nothing. And then they're like, okay, well, this new law that came out, does this ban assignments? No. And so what I found out through careful research is no state will ever enforce a wholesaling ban because every law I have seen has a loophole. And if you got rid of every loophole with these wholesaling bans, you would fundamentally ban capitalism. I kid you not. I looked you dead in the eye. If you were to make a law to ban wholesaling, you will make a law to ban capitalism because you would have to stop people from buying and selling private property. That is it. Now, the only exceptions from buying and selling private property is if it has to do with weapons, Apache helicopters, and Huey helicopters. I can't buy a Huey. I want to buy a Huey, but apparently it's illegal because there's machine guns on them. So I can't buy that private property, right? And so basically, outside of weapons, like pretty much any other type of private property you can buy and sell legally in the United States of America. That's why I love this country. And so there's pretty common court cases where like people can't buy bazookas and, weapons of war. But outside of that, look at the Second Amendment. Like you can pretty much buy whatever you want, private property. And so you'd have to fundamentally ban capitalism. And then I said, okay, well, everyone said the realtors are trying to ban wholesaling. Okay. I said, okay. I'm trying to understand. I said, okay. NAR's trying to ban wholesaling. And then I talked to a bunch of NAR people. And guess what they told me? They said, NAR's not trying to ban wholesaling. They're just trying to make it seem like it's banned. We don't want to ban wholesalers. I'm like, why do you want to ban wholesalers? They said, and this is quotes, and this is what I've seen. What's the number one lead source for realtors? Zillow for sale by owner leads. If you're a realtor, let me know in the comments. Zillow for sale by owner leads are the number one source pretty much for most beginner realtors to get leads. I can't cold call a high equity list. That's illegal for a realtor, right? But if you banned double closings, which you ban people from buying and selling real estate without a real estate license, that's how you ban wholesaling, you'd have to ban FSBOs from happening because you're buying and selling without a realtor, without a license. Then you would ban the number one lead source for realtors. Realtors don't want to get rid of their number one lead source that they can legally do. And so I learned about the conspiracy that NAR doesn't want to ban wholesaling. They want to make it seem like wholesaling real estate is banned. You know why? Because they want the wholesalers to go away, but they want to keep the FSBOs going. And so you want to tell me, okay, I want to legit ask you this question. Do you think in South Carolina, where wholesaling is banned, do you think that the real estate commission there is going to go after every FSBO person and put them in prison? There's 100 FSBOs going to be listed tomorrow. No, because you can't enforce that because there's loopholes around it and you can double close and do all these things. So theoretically, to ban you buying and selling houses, that's crazy, right? And so I learned that this is all a operation from the gurus and NAR. And so NAR doesn't want to ban wholesaling. They just want to scare you into not doing it. FSBOs, that is signing contracts without a real estate license, that's the biggest lead source for realtors. When I found this out, the light bulb popped up that this is the truth. This is crazy. Guys, you are being lied to in wholesaling real estate. This is nuts. Think about this. You'd also have to ban creative financing because you are doing things without taking ownership and you have equity in a deal, right? And so as a man that loves subject twos, that loves lease options, that loves wraps more than anything, I love creative financing. You would have to ban creative financing in these wholesaling laws. So if somebody says wholesaling real estate is illegal, wraps are illegal, creative finance is illegal. But all the creative finance people in real estate investing, they get really quiet when they talk about real estate being banned because they're like, well, technically it's illegal, but I'm doing subject to deals with my lawyer all day. huh. And so you find out this little operation going on that wholesaling is illegal. Go purchase this from me or this service. And it's coaching with extra steps. I always say this. And so our founding fathers who wrote the Constitution, they basically bought property. They bought land, built land, and sold land. In the Smithsonian Museum of American History, there's a man on Elm Street that was buying and selling deeds. Okay, I got to post a picture of it. He bought and sold deeds in the 1700s. He did creative financing deals. I have pictures from the Smithsonian Museum of people literally selling property, seller finance, with interest rates and all these things. Crazy. They flipped houses, they built houses, they bought and sold real estate. We have history. We have all these. And so at the Supreme Court, even if a ban happened, which is not happening, we have so much precedent of buying and selling real estate without a license. You can't do it. And so there's only been one state really that banned wholesaling that had zero loopholes. Like wholesaling, banned, everything banned. You have to be a license to do anything. That was in the state of Maryland. It did not pass because that was the only state that didn't have a loophole. I think NAR killed it, honestly. That's my opinion. They're like, whoa. We can't get our FSBOs. You have to let the wholesalers wholesale. You just got to scare them a little. So Maryland didn't pass that bill, obviously. And so America has 143 years of precedent of buying and selling houses without a license. In 1919, that is when states enacted licensing, where if you are going to sell someone's house for them as a service, being a realtor, real estate agent, you could. It wasn't illegal though, and so for 143 years we had people buying and selling houses without a real estate license. And so my thoughts for everybody here is a ban on wholesaling would be a ban on subject twos, a ban on creative financing, and a ban on FSBOs. If we get all the creative finance people to chip in and talk about their opinions, is creative finance going to be illegal? They're all going to say no. Weird. And then they always say, well, if wholesaling's illegal, that's why I do creative finance. Well, technically these wholesaling laws, if you heard who the people are saying it's illegal, you have to buy real estate without a license. You can't do anything with equitable interest. If you do not own the property or take title, it's illegal. You'd be going to jail for wraps. You'd be going to jail for subject twos. If you put it under a land trust, you do all these things. Now, I'm not claiming to be the creative finance expert, but for every lawyer I've heard and talked to, creative finance would be illegal with these laws too, but it's not happening. People are doing creative finance deals every single day. FSBOs are happening every single day in these states. It is crazy. Technically, in the state of Illinois, FSBOs are illegal. I've had one person go after because it's... And so this comes down to the story versus the truth. I am sick that I have to make this video today. I'm utterly sick to my stomach I have to make this video. But after the 50th DM, is wholesaling legal? I want to talk about the story, the narrative, and the truth of what's going on in this industry. You are being told and fed these lies that wholesaling is illegal, banned, you can't do it, and everything's the worst. And it's all going down. This is crazy to me. This is utter insanity to me. Because I am literally doing deals in all these states where it's claimed to be illegal. And so the truth is, if I'm doing deals and I'm lawyers signing them and the other person's not doing any deals in that state, what are you going to do? Maybe I don't know. But I'm telling you the story versus the truth in this business. The truth in this wholesaling real estate industry is all 50 states, the assignment of contract is alive and legal. There are some, how do I word this the correct way? But there are some, I would say, ways you need a wholesale in certain states that you have to have your story straight. Like in Pennsylvania, you need to have your story straight, right? Hey, my intention was to double close always, but I ended up wholesaling it. I teach in freewholesaling.com, what your intention should be when getting into real estate deals. And you should have funding ready and available and all these things that I show you how to do. But the narrative is wholesaling is completely banned and illegal and the world's ending. The truth is, and this is sad, this is the saddest thing I have to tell you. In wholesaling real estate, when I got in this industry, not one person wanted to give the information for free. If I wanted to learn how to find sellers, $10,000 course. I wanted to learn how to close sellers, acquisitions, $10,000 course. Dispositions, $10,000 course. And the videos were really bad, right? They're all funneled into selling a $10,000 program. And Rick Ginn taught me wholesaling real estate for free. God bless his heart. And I said, this man gave me the most unfair opportunity to learn wholesaling for free when no one else would teach it for me for free because I was his son. I said, you know what? He gave me the greatest gift ever. I changed my life with wholesaling. I'm going to give everybody on the internet the same gift. I'm not going to sell a $10,000 course. I'm already making a lot of money. I'm just going to give it all for free. And I made freewholesaling.com. Me and Rick, it's almost been 4 years now. It's the only course on the internet that is free for wholesaling real estate from start to finish. From start to finish, everything in wholesaling for free. Find me put the link on a free wholesaling course that has everything. You will find, you want the script for that? $7,000, $600. It's sad. And so the story versus the truth. It is said I'm the only person who gives a completely free real estate wholesaling course. I'm not doing this to brush my shoulders off, make me feel good. It is utterly sad. I begged people 3 years ago, make a free wholesaling course, give everything out for free. You'll make so much more money on JVs. Silence. All paid program. And so what I told myself was, this is crazy. And now I'm having deja vu again because I am now the only person who has the courage to say, no, wholesaling is not illegal in the state. You can actually do it. And I'm actually doing deals in this state. Crazy to me. Why am I the only person who's doing this again? I'm the only guy who gave out free wholesaling information. And now I'm still the only guy telling you that wholesaling real estate is not dead because multiple people, including myself and all these lawyers, are doing wholesaling deals. This is utterly embarrassing that I have to be the only person, me and Rick Ginn, to tell you the honest dang truth about this business. Guys, I make millions of dollars every single year outside of wholesaling because of all the rentals and things I have and all these assets that pay me. I don't have to deal with this stupid stuff going on. But I choose it because this business has blessed my life. I would not be making the millions of dollars I do and become a multimillionaire without wholesaling. And this is the only key a lot of you guys have to create the life of your dreams and change your life. The only path you have. And everybody wants to go take it from you and hide it behind a $12,000, $14,000 course. It is insanity to me. So you want to know the truth versus the story being told to you. This business is alive and well, and you are doing fine. People are closing deals in these states every single dang day. I'm sick and tired of this. We have the Constitution. Why do you think I have the dang American flag out here every single time on my channel? Why? Because I'm the United States of America. I believe in the Constitution. We have a great Supreme Court that's going to protect us. I don't want to hear it anymore telling me these socialism type things. Oh, you can't buy private real estate anymore. Private property is illegal. I don't want to hear that stupid stuff. In the United States of America, I'm here to make millions of dollars and get stinking rich doing it. I want to show you how to do it for free. It's insanity to me that I have to go make videos like this. I've been dealing with this for 4 or 5 years now, okay, about how wholesaling real estate is illegal. And I can't wait to see the comments saying, well, actually, oh my gosh, man. Oh boy. And so wholesalers are closing deals left and right, doing creative finance deals left and right. Let me add creative finance in here because, I'm going to let the creative finance guys help me out here because I'm sick of protecting wholesaling by myself. Maybe I'll have some creative finance guys telling me that it's not illegal to do it, right? I have to close multiple deals in all these states that are illegal. I have to have people sending me HUDs everywhere, having attorneys sign my checks, flash it to you for you to even believe me. It's crazy. And so let's talk about the last thing we'll talk about here with wholesaling bans is the wholesaling ban cycle. For the past 4 years since Illinois and Oklahoma, I've been having this. It's how old I am now in wholesaling. Where's my gray hair? Gray hair's coming in soon. I don't know why. But this is the cycle I have to go through every single time somebody passes some law that mentions wholesaling. Number one, wholesaling's banned. Number one, wholesaling's banned. That's what I get. Wholesaling's banned. Number two, I say, hey, I actually read the law, guys. It's not banned. Then, it's banned, man. I say, okay. Well, 50 people send me HUD saying, no, my attorney says it's fine. You read the law. And then I start doing deals there, JVs. And then I go in there and start doing virtual deals. I'm like, well, 50 people a month did a deal in this state. That's crazy. Wow, crazy. And then we say, well, I guess wholesaling isn't banned. Zach was right. And then I go through this cycle all over every single time I go through this cycle. I guess I got to mess around and make $100K in Philly in the next couple months just to show off. I just did this South Carolina. Let's go to Philadelphia. Let's go to Pennsylvania and make some more money. What else can I do? Crazy to me. YouTubers can't post free information on wholesaling, so they post this stupid information. Wholesaling's banned. I can't share everybody actually, my information gets behind my crazy paid course. So I'm just gonna post how wholesaling's banned. It's crazy. So that is the last time I'm talking about wholesaling being banned for a very long time. I'm gonna send everyone this video, and probably in the next 10 years, this video is gonna stand true. Unless I'm at the Supreme Court with my lawyers going to war. I'm ready for it too. I live for this business, guys. And I want every single mom, single dad, young kid out here who wants to make money in wholesaling real estate, do it. And I'm here to give the information that you don't want to hear, but what you need to hear. This is what this business is all about. Let's talk about number 2, the state of wholesaling. The AI revolution is here. I told you guys last year that AI is here. Now, AI is a little small last year, and I said, ChatGPT, it's okay. But what I told everyone, I said, down the pipeline in the next year, some big stuff is happening in marketing for wholesaling real estate. And right when AI dropped, ChatGPT, all these things, I went to a lot of software companies, and I said, hey, guys, me and Rick have this great idea for AI that is completely legally compliant. We're pretty sure. We got to get lawyers okay. But I think it's something that it's really cool. It might cost you like $1 million of R&D to do, but I think it can really help you guys out. No, stop. No, we're not doing that. We're going to implement ChatGPT in our software. And then the softwares that I start promoting that I send them business, and they're like, Zach sends us a lot of business. We got to actually listen to what he says. They'll invest 6-7 figures in R&D on my ideas that I just say, use that idea, it'll help people out. And then also that idea, make it free. And then it's crazy, right? And so one example of this last year, which me and Rick did, was we told Deal Machine, we said, hey, it'd be pretty cool if you could use cyber background checks and true people search data and just gave out phone numbers for free, skip trace for free. And they're like, are you stupid? And I'm like, no, try to do it. And so they got their data providers, they negotiated all these things, and they said, well, actually, yeah, we are able to get, and they get most of the props for that. But like me and Rick, like tell them, and they listen to us because we're big affiliates for these companies. And I say, we're massive affiliates. We can go somewhere else. You got to do what you should try what we say, and they don't want to lose us. And so they do what we say. No other real estate wholesaling influencer has that power besides me and Rick to do stuff like this. And so in AI, we gave this idea for AI. We said, hey, voicemails, RVMs. Well, what if, and then we didn't come up with the idea like forever, but it was something that was collaborated on that said, hey, if we use AI voice clones, because I was having like wholesaling rap videos, and I started putting Eminem's voice in it with AI, and I said, if I use my voice on a voicemail drop, because you can do voicemail drops, and I put the individual address, that'd be really cool. And it's compliant, right? You can't go after me on TCPA for that. And boom, dmzac.com, we came out with the first use of AI in wholesaling marketing. It was pretty cool, right? I'm not here to promote it, but I'm like, I told everyone that AI is coming for wholesaling. And so the first use case of AI in marketing has happened. And we just launched it last week. It's pretty cool. It is called dmzac.com, right? And you're able to drop AI voicemails with your voice, and it has and you can individually put the addresses in there. It's pretty gangster, right? Free dialer. You have to pay per minute after I think a certain amount, but it's pretty cool. The AI is built in for free, the dialer part of it. And so the first use of AI in wholesaling is here, or dropping AI voicemails. Now, we've had uses of AI before. I had this one company that wanted to cold call with AI, with an AI voice clone. And I said, that's illegal because that's auto dialing without somebody behind this thing. That's illegal. And you can easily get caught doing that, and you're going to get massive fines. And that company went under, right? And so I got people who are auto texting AI with texting. That's technically an auto texting that is technically illegal through TCPA. The only one that's legal is this one. And so we're seeing a lot of use cases in marketing of AI actually being used correctly. The first one in the wholesaling real estate industry is something me and Rick kind of launched with dmzac.com, a collaboration, because, to be honest with you, I did not want to put $1 million of my own money for something I'm not going to make any money off of. I'd rather buy a multifamily property. That's what me and Rick did instead. But dmzac.com ate a lot of money to put this idea that we had into fruition for everybody. And they basically included all that with dmzac.com, which is really cool. And so we're seeing that in AI. Now, what you're going to see is a bunch of people also promoting other AI stuff. And I want you to understand this. This is really bad. Okay, this is not good. People are saying, we have the software that will use AI, which buzzword, to go build a list for you and tell you which leads are wholesalable and which ones aren't. When I heard this, I said, wow, I want to believe this guy, even though I can't believe this guy or gal. I said, you're telling me that you can have a score next to a lead and see if it's 100% going to be a deal or not. I said, sign me up. sign me up. I said, send me 100 leads that are 100% going to be a deal. And guess what? I was like, oh, so I guess AI can't perfectly predict if someone's going to be a motivated seller or not. You can get good with pulling the right list, but apparently if AI, I've talked to a lot of people like this, and DMZach.com, they wanted to try this. And I asked the owners this question. I'm like, can you use AI to find somebody's credit score? They said, no. I said, okay. Can you use AI to go into somebody's personal bank account and look at their last balances for the past 2 years? They said no. And I said, well, if you don't know that, how are you going to know if somebody's in a financial distress? You can kind of, if there's got a lien or something, but like AI can't tell if you're a motivated seller or not. Or if you're a guy who's loaded, but you just want to get rid of an ugly house. Can AI scan every single photo on Google Maps and tell me? Because I'm giving that idea off to the gurus. They said, no, we don't have that capability yet. I said, well, this AI list building is it's like making prop stream and then just making it sound sexy just to sell something. And so it's using AI, but like it's not doing anything. Like at least with the voicemails, it's using your voice and dropping it in there, right? Like that's pretty gangster. And so you're going to get a lot of people using the word AI to sell you something. And I'm guilty of this because I just said DMZach.com uses AI, but at least it's doing, I want you to understand this. It's doing something, right? Like it's copying your voice, copying the address and putting a unique one for every voicemail. That's great results. We've gotten great deals from this AI list thing, which I'm seeing everyone doing now. It's all white labeled software. I don't think it's good. Just being, I think it's just a sales tactic to sell software that doesn't really work. I've already said this listai.com prop stream. They're claiming to use AI to make their data better. They're not saying it's going to build a list. They say to make our data better. And what I've seen, PropStream has great data now, and I've seen a slight improvement on their data. But they're not saying it's this revolution, because I think PropStream's working on something cool, which I'm really excited about. But like they don't claim it. These people are claiming that AI is doing it all, and it's always softwares you'd never heard about before, right? That aren't established, that aren't getting people deals. And so you're going to hear a lot of AI stuff. I think a lot of AI laws and stuff are going to happen. So be very careful. And to kind of talk about this, the guru attacks from me are happening every single day. And I don't care about it, but I do want to address it because this is the only controversy anyone's ever said. I legit have people who own software companies attack me because I have affiliates for softwares. I have people who own software companies that say, Zach, promote my software. I said, I don't use your software. And honestly, I don't think it's that good compared to this. They say, F you. This guy has an affiliate link. He's bad. Like, you own a software company, bruh. And what did I say before? Why do I have an affiliate? 2 reasons. Number 1, yeah, I get some money. Shoot me. Number 2, because I'm the top affiliates for pretty much all these softwares, they have to do what I say. Not have to, but when I say something, they listen. And I have the phone numbers of the software companies. I have their personal cell. And so when I'm doing direct mail and I'm spending a bunch of money on my own stuff, I get to call the owners and I get the scoop of what's going on with the softwares. And I can tell you also, when I tell the software companies, hey, this is a really cool idea. I don't want to spend $500,000 on the R&D, the research and development, but I need you to do it and make it for free. They have to do what I say basically, or I'm going to go do another software. They're going to do it and I'm going to promote that. And so they listen to what I say and they'll invest millions of dollars in what I say because I'm their top affiliates. And so I always get attacked for having an affiliate link. The biggest reason I do is because they actually listen to the ideas I have because I promote them like crazy and they kind of have to. And so if you're mad at me for having an affiliate link, be mad that I made DMZach.com have free skip tracing. Be mad I basically forced batch leads to reduce the price of their skip tracing by half, right? Because I tell all these companies like, hey, like this company is coming out for skip tracing, reduce your prices, please. And they're like, and so me and Rick have single-handedly reduced the price of skip tracing for most of these large companies. We've created all these new lists for everyone and I don't see any other person doing this in the industry. And so if you want to attack me for promoting software, attack me. But attack me for making a software that's free skip tracing, reducing the price of skip tracing for probably one of the best skip tracing companies of all time, Batch Leads, ZachData.com. I love ZachData.com for my skip tracing. Making a virtual drawing for dollars app for a lot of these companies. Batch Leads also has a free basically a free drawing for dollars app. They're batch driven. It used to be batch driven. It's amazing now they give it out for free because I wonder why. And I personally have the cell phone of the owners. And so attack me for having affiliates, but also attack me for making these companies reduce the prices for you, and do what I asked them to do. And you guys bring me ideas, I bring them to them, and I don't get a dime from it. And so I get attacked for promoting softwares and all these things. And so attack me for having these affiliate links, but you got to remember, because I have these affiliate links, I'm able to basically make sure these software companies are in check and give great stuff for you. That is it. That's all I can say. All right. And so at the end of the day, I get attacked from gurus left and right. I'm still the only person to have a free wholesaling real estate course. This is utterly embarrassing. I attack gurus all the time. I attack this, but I can't blame somebody for making a free wholesaling course. Now, but I found somebody who claimed to have a free real estate wholesaling course the other day. It was an ad, obviously, which I said, you have an ad for a free course? Okay. Interesting. And so I sign up for it and I say, okay, perfect. I'm excited. Go on the course. All right. Someone's making a free course. At least maybe I have guy number 2 or gal number 2 who's actually going to make a free wholesaling course and be like, hey, this guy made a course. His information is different than mine, but it's free information. Let's do it. I click on it and I say, what? And this person, I kid you not, I click on the marketing section and it says, how to cold call. Video on how to cold call, give a script. I'm like, okay, there we go. I click this one thing. It says, what to say to a seller when they want to say, yes, I want to sell. I said, that's great. Let me see that script. I love this. I click it. Hey guys, that's in the premium $17,000 mastermind program. I can't show you exactly how to talk to sellers because that would do a disservice for the people that paid. I said, bruh. I said, bruh. You have a free course and you're not going to tell people what to say to a seller? Dude, I'm going to be like Ryan Serhant in the next 10 years. I'm going to be 34 years old with all white hair. These gurus, they make me look like Steve Martin out here. You can't make this. Let me know in the comments. Am I joking when I talk about these other free wholesaling courses? I got another one. How to talk to cash buyers. I click on this is another course. I click script. It said, buy my cash buyer script for $500. I said, bro, this is a free wholesaling course. I don't understand this. Can somebody go in here and make a free wholesaling course? I'll promote it like crazy. I don't care if you talk smack about me. Just make a course for free. Just remember, it will cost you $12,000 a month to make a free wholesaling course because of the editors, the data, and all of these things. A free wholesaling course, which terabytes and terabytes and terabytes of data, it costs a stupid amount of money to go purchase the data on that. I don't think people believe me. It is crazy to me. The cost of terabytes a day of data if I have 100,000 people watch 10 hours of 4K video, it's crazy to me. It is crazy to me how much that costs. But I'll drop 6 figures a year on free wholesaling content because the people need it. And I'll make 6 figures in a month on JV deals, no problem. So I don't really care. But why am me and Rick the only people that still have a free wholesaling course? It is crazy to me. It's insane. It is insane to me. And so I'm not here to make myself feel good. I'm not here to stroke my ego, but I legit want to know. Why am I the only person? Let me know. Let's talk about something else. Okay, I'm sick of these gurus. In 2024, marketing is still king. I want you to understand this. I see a lot of people promoting acquisitions is the best. Dispositions is the best. I will go on a limb here and I will say what the most controversial statement if you want, but marketing is the king here. The king of marketing and wholesaling in your market is the king of wholesaling in that market. I don't care if you're great at closing, if you're great. I had this one guy, he called himself the acquisitions king. This guy, I think, and it's not this one person you're thinking about, right? It's this one guy. He has like 100 subscribers on YouTube. So not like anyone bigger that you would know. This man has 100 subscribers on YouTube. He calls him the king of acquisitions. Or I don't know what it is. It's like it was a weird title. It's literally 100 subscribers. It's not even a guy, clean shaven man, skinny, not bald. And he claimed to be the king of acquisitions. He recorded a call. I said, Lord, like he's got all these crazy watches and cars and girls and like, it's all promotion, but like this guy don't talk about marketing at all. And like this person says, well, you want leads? Who cares? You got to be good at closing. Go spend $5,000 getting leads. It's crazy to me. And so I have this guy. And then I see another guy saying dispositions is everything. And I'm like, unless you're doing JVs on market wholesaling, like, so if you are doing on market, I will say dispositions is king for on market wholesaling. So I will stand corrected here. We're talking about off market wholesaling. But Marketing is king. And if you're a person who can master marketing in your market, you will be the greatest wholesaler in your market. Anyone can get really good at acquisition. I can get anyone elite in acquisitions in a month or two. I can't get somebody elite in the marketing, like getting leads in every single month in a month or two. I'm like, unless you're crazy, there's certain people, but you can't. It ain't going to happen. Marketing is going to be king here. This is crazy. Okay. I get this all the time about acquisitions is the greatest thing in the world, the greatest thing in the world. It's not. All right. It's nuts to me. And so marketing is always going to be the king here. And everyone's know, how do I get deals? How do I do this? I'll tell you this. Do what the gurus don't say. So if I say something and the guru says something and I say something that's different than the guru, do the thing that's different. We're in a society now in wholesaling. We're at a precipice point of a divide between the gurus and me and all these things. And we're being told that you need to spend, this is crazy. In 2024, I've seen this more than anything. I'm getting told by everyone, you spend 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 grand a month in marketing. PPL, PPC, SEO, and I'm like, dude, it's crazy to me. And it's easy I would love to make a video saying, you know what? Just spend 12 grand a month in marketing and close deals. I would never have a problem. Like, it'd be the easiest. I would never have a question about a lead issue because you'd spend 12 grand a month in marketing. There's a reason the marketing strategies that I talk about are never talked about any other. There's not one corner in wholesaling real estate outside of my Discord, my Facebook group, in the course on my channels that talk about code violations, water shutoffs, fire damage properties, reverse trying for dollars, like digital bandit signs, not talked about anywhere. And there's this one guy that talked about making posts in Facebook groups to get inbound leads. And unfortunately he passed away. He was a very popular man, but he passed away. And so he was the only other man to ever talk about one of the strategies that I ever talked about. And it was very sad he passed away. And now I'm back to the only person talking about finding sellers on Facebook groups for free. Crazy to me. So what I could tell you is the information I'll tell you of how to find sellers for free, you're never going to hear that from anyone else because you can't sell. I can't make money by telling you to cold call a probate. I can't make money from you texting a seller for free on Google Voice using AI. I can't make money doing any of these strategies. So like, why would I promote it if I can't make money off of you? And then that comes back to the wholesaling war going on of you can wholesale for free versus wholesaling is dead. It's crazy to me. And it's very sad I have to make this video. It's very sad that we're at this point in this wholesaling real estate business. But wholesaling real estate is completely alive and well right now. I'll look you dead in the eyes and tell you the assignment of contract is all good in all 50 states. If you want to tell me that wholesaling real estate is illegal, I would love for somebody in the comments to go tell me, Zach, wholesaling real estate is illegal. I want to hear it. Give me the state. And what I want to do is if you give me 30 days, I will find somebody who closed a deal in that state, no license, and I'll find it or I'll do it in that state. Shocker. And so you can't tell me wholesaling is illegal in a state and 100 people last month did it without a license in that state with lawyers and attorneys signed. How many times can I be proven right on this? I'm getting sick of it. And so there's a war going on in wholesaling real estate about how everything's bad and illegal. And then like I show you it's not bad. It's just crazy to me. It's like saying peanut butter's illegal. I go to a grocery store, I buy peanut butter and I say, hey, look, I just bought peanut butter. But buying peanut butter is illegal. I just went to Walmart and bought peanut butter. What more can I do? This is the argument that I have. You tell me peanut butter is illegal. I go to Walmart, buy peanut butter. I have the receipt. Like, what do you do? Crazy to me. I don't know what, I'm dumbfounded at what to say here. And so I get this asked a lot, but it's just insane to me. Okay. Wholesaling real estate is alive and well. This industry is alive and well. And I'm still to this day the only person giving away a free real estate wholesaling course. If you want to go there, I have a course. It's called freewholesaling.com. It's literally for free. A lot of people get scared when I mention it because they're like, wait, what do you mean? What's the catch? It's free. Now, there's a funnel in there. I do funnel you to send me JV deals at sellmypaper.com so I can make money. Shocker. Crazy to me.